So the description of how Sachimata is being delivered from the Vaishnava Aparadha. In the previous verse, we heard that though it was not a very great Aparadha offense done by Sachimata, but because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to establish that Advaita Prabhu is a great Vaishnava, he is not a Krishna. That's why this whole Leela is being enacted. So, English, na? English or Hindi? Hindi, English, both. How is the class? I think English only.
Yes, Bapu, English.
Okay. So, verse number 120 is saying, Chaitanya Simher Agya Karya Langhana Na Bhuji Vaishnava Ninde Paiba Bandhana. So, anyone who transgresses the order of the lion like Lord Chaitanya by blaspheming Vaishnavas will suffer the bondage of material existence. So we heard many times from Mataji also. Otherwise, also that anyone actually, this is a adesh from Lord Chaitanya that we should not blaspheme the Vaishnavas. This is the first aparadha, Nam aparadha. We say that उन वैष्णवों की निंदा करना जिन्होंने अपना जीवन समर्पण किया है नाम का प्रचार करने के लिए, ये पहला अपराध है, सबसे पहला अपराध है. So here also same thing is being told by Vrindavan Das Thakur, that whosoever is actually transgress this order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu of blaspheming any Vaishnava, he will suffer the bondage of material existence. And in next verse he is saying that ekathara hetu kichu sunamana diyaye nimitta Gaurachandra balilana iha. So now here attentively why Gaurachandra performed this pastime. So now he is elaborating that why this Leela has happened. Trikal Janen Prabhu Shri Sachinandana Janen Seveva Advaitara Dustgana. So Shri Sachinandan knew the past, present, and future. So he knew that some miscreants would worship Advaita Prabhu. So Advaitara Gaibeka Shri Krishna Baliye Yatakichu Vaishnavara Vachana Nindiye. They would glorify Advaita as Lord Krishna and disregard the words of the Vaishnavas. So that's because of to avoid this thing, to avoid that some people will in future, some people will consider Advaita only as Lord Krishna and Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as subservient to Advaita. So to avoid that sinful tendencies of some people, this Leela was enacted. So Ya Balibe Advaitara Parama Vaishnava Tahare Vidya Langiva Papi Sava. Those sinners would ridicule persons who accept Advaita as the topmost Vaishnava. So what will happen in the future means when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, manifested in this Dharadham. So after he will unmanifest, some people will consider Advaita Prabhu as the Krishna himself, and they will actually blaspheme or they will compare the other Vaishnavas with him, and they will that inadvertently or knowingly, unknowingly, they will commit a sin. So to avoid those things, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has enacted this Leela, and he actually taught a lesson uh, with the example of Shachimata. Sinful offenders in the form of eulogists which will offend Advaita Prabhu by opposing the statement, Shri Advaita Prabhu is not directly Krishna, he is a great Vaishnava. So some people will offend even Advaita Prabhu. Advaita Prabhu they will offend and they will say that he is Krishna, he is not a Vaishnava and all those things they can say. So that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows this. से सब गनर पक्ष अद्वैत धरिते एता बड़ा शक्ति नहीं ये दंड देखिते. After everyone saw this pastime of punishment, it became understood that Advaita Prabhu does not have the power to protect such people. So, which type of people even Advaita Prabhu will not be able to actually protect is are those who will consider Advaita as the Krishna. and then blaspheme or compare other Vaishnavas with Advaita Prabhu. So such type of people, even Advaita Prabhu will not be able to protect. Sakala Sarvajana Sarvagya Chudamani Vishwambra Janena Vilambe Haibeka Bahutara. Vishwambara is the test jewel of omniscient persons. So he knew that further delay would produce many more people like this. So actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has enacted this pastime to stop that degradation amongst the devotees. So that's why he enacted it very quickly. अतएव दंड देखियाए जनाने रे जननी रे साक्षी करिलेन अद्वैतादि वैष्णवेरे. He therefore awarded punishment to his own mother in the presence of the Vaishnavas headed by Advaita. So we heard in the previous verses, we heard that what was the offense. It was even Sachimata has not declared publicly or something. It was just in her mind that he considered Advaita Prabhu as Advaita because he did not consider his pain by taking away Vishwarupa, and now he is taking Vishwambara or the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also away from her. That was she was thinking in her mind, and then he just uh, thought that Advaita is for the word he might be Advaita, but for me he is Advaita. Advaita, he is dual. He is not able to understand my pain. So all that thing she thought in her mind, and just for this just offense, or we should not say offense, just for this thought, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Shaji Mata that you will not get the service of Lord. So and all this Leela has happened. So Vaishnaveer Ninda Karibika Yaragana Tar Raksha Samarthya Nahika Konajan. A Vaishnava is unable to protect any of his followers who engage in blasphemy of Vaishnavas. If so-called disciple of a Vaishnava blasphemes another Vaishnava, the Vaishnava Guru will never protect such a disciple. If one disrespects Sri Nityananda and tries to become intimate with those who eulogize Advaita, Advaita Prabhu will never approve of such a philosophy. Those who, after attaining the position of spiritual master, either personally engage in blasphemy of Vaishnavas or support their followers, blasphemy of Vaishnavas, certainly become degraded. So it's very, very clearly told here that if someone gets the position of spiritual master and that spiritual master either personally engage in blasphemy of Vaishnavas or support his or her followers blasphemy of Vaishnavas, they become very degraded. Both the disciple also, the spiritual master also will become degraded. Vaishnava Nindika Gana Yahar Ashraya Apanai Advaite Tahar Samsaya. The deliverance of even a person whose followers engage in blasphemy of Vaishnava is doubtful. So now see here, it is told by Vrindavan Das Thakur that a person, if a spiritual master is there and his disciple or his or her disciples are engaged in blasphemy of Vaishnavas, even that spiritual master will get degraded, and there is a deliverance of that spiritual master is also doubtful. So that's why it's told that whenever Maharaj or anyone actually accept anyone as a disciple, he or she has to be very, very careful, because if the person has a tendency to blaspheme Vaishnavas, so he or she may actually become a reason for the degradation of the spiritual master. बड़ा अधिकारी हया आपने एड़ेया शूद्र हाइले गण साहा अधा adhapate pate yaya. If he is highly qualified, he can protect himself. But if he is weak, then he falls down along with his followers. Chaitanya re danda bujhavare saktikara janani re lakshya danda karila savara. Who can understand the punishment awarded by Lord Chaitanya? He cautioned everyone by using his own mother as an example. Yeva jana advaita vaishnava balite निंदा करे दंड करे मर bhala mate. One who does not accept Advaita as a Vaishnava ultimately blasphemes and offends him. As a result, that person is properly punished. The efforts of those who identify Shri Advaita Prabhu as Krishna rather than accepting him as a Vaishnava certainly transforms into blasphemy of Shri Advaita Prabhu. The destruction of such blasphemers is guaranteed. So we need to understand this very clearly that if if uh, even if Advaita Prabhu is considered as Krishna, while not considering him as a Vaishnava, not accepting him as a Vaishnava, then that is a one type of blasphemy of Advaita only. That's and is it will lead to the destruction of such a person. सर्व प्रभु गौरांग सुंदर महेश्वरा यही बड़ा स्तुति ये ताहार अनुचरा. Gaurasundara is the supreme controller and lord of all. To be known as his followers is a great honor. So, Nityananda Svarupa se Nishkapata Ana Kahilena Gaurachandra Ishwara Kariya. Without reservation, Lord Gaurachandra addressed Nityananda Svarupa as Ishwara, the supreme lord. Shri Advaita Prabhu was a servant of Shri Gaurasundara. Shri Gaurasundara has addressed Shri Nityananda Prabhu as Ishwara. Those who identify Advaita Prabhu as Krishna are certainly envious of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. So here in the past verses we saw that Sachimata has actually inadvertently told that Advaita is taking away his her sons, and already Vishwarupa has already gone away, and now he is trying to influence Vishwambara also. Whereas that was not the case. If we go back for a few verses, and we will found that Shachimata sent Vishwambara or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to call Vishwarupa uh, for the lunch. And every day when he was going there, Advaita Acharya's heart got captured by Vishwambara. Hare Krishna. There is some disturbance. I don't know. Anyway, so those who identify Advaita Prabhu as Krishna are certainly envious of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. So there in the verse number 119, it is given that some people consider actually Advaita superior and Nityananda inferior. So any comparison, any such comparison is actually counted as the blasphemy of the Vaishnavas. नित्यानंद प्रसादे से गौरी चंद्र जानी नित्यानंद प्रसादे से वैष्णव चीनी. By the mercy of Nityanand, one can know Gaurachandra, and by the mercy of Nityanand, one can recognize a Vaishnava. So, by the mercy of Shri Nityanand, one can recognize Vaishnavas headed by Shri Advaita, and only by the mercy of Shri Nityananda can one understand that Shri Gaurasundara is Krishna. So, it is very, very important. If someone only consider Advaita as Krishna, then he will not be able to understand that Gaurachandra is actually Krishna. So for that, we need a mercy from Nityananda Prabhu, so that we can recognize that who is Vaishnava, and all those Vaishnavas are headed by Shri Advaita Acharya. So Nityananda Prasade se Ninda Yaya Shaya, Nityananda Prasade se Vishnu Bhakti Haya. By the mercy of Nityanand, one's offenses are destroyed, and by the mercy of Nityanand, one attains devotional service to the Supreme Lord. So that's why we when we start chanting, we actually chant this verse, chant this mantra. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Actually, we pray to Panchatattva that if we knowingly, unknowingly, if we commit any mistake, any aparadha while we are chanting the names of Hari, then they should actually deliver us. So there Nityanand is very, very important. That's why it's told that by the mercy of Nityanand, one's offenses are destroyed. And by the mercy of Nityanand, only one attains devotional service to the Supreme Lord. The offenses committed by those wicked persons who eulogize Advaita are destroyed. Simply by the mercy of Sri Nityanand, one's inclination toward the service of Supreme Lord is increased. So we know that Nityanand Prabhu is Adi Guru. He is the Swarup of Balaram. He is the expansion of Balaram, and Balaram is the Adi Guru. So only by their mercy we can know the Lord. निंदा नाही नित्यानंद सेवकार मुखे अहर्निशा chaitanya yash gaya sukhe. The servants of Nityanand never engage in blasphemy. Day and night they happily sing the glories of Lord Chaitanya. नित्यानंद भक्त सब दिके सावधान नित्यानंद भरतर्य chaitanya धन प्राण. Devotees of Nityanand are always cautious. Those servants of Nityanand Prabhu know only Lord Chaitanya as their life and wealth. अल्प भाग्य नाही हया नित्यानंद दास यहार लायोया गौरचंद्र प्रकाश. Less fortunate people are not able to become servants of Lord Nityananda, by whose mercy one can understand Lord Gaurachandra. ये जान सुने विश्वर ऊपर आख्यान से हया अनंत दास नित्यानंद प्राण. Anyone who hears topic regarding Vishwarupa becomes Lord Ananta's servant. Nityanand becomes his very life and soul. So again, here anyone who hears topic regarding Vishwarupa becoming Lord Ananta's servant. Vishwarupa is who is Vishwarupa? Vishwarupa is the elder brother of Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya is Vishwamura and Vishwarupa is the elder brother of Lord Chaitanya. Means he actually become the Ananta's servant, and Nityanand, as because Nityanand himself is Balram, so he becomes that person's life and soul, who understand or hears the topics that how Vishwarupa actually Ananta's become the Ananta's servant. नित्यानंद विश्वरूप अभेद शरीरा एई यह जने जाने जाने अर कौन धीरा. There is no difference between Nityananda and Vishwarupa. Mother Sachi and some other sober person knows this fact. Shri Nityanand Prabhu and Vishwarupa are not actually separate. Shri Sachi Devi was fully aware of this. To think that since Vishwarupa received spiritual instruction under the guidance of Advaita, Shri Nityananda Prabhu was also subordinate to Advaita is extremely unreasonable. So to establish this fact, this whole chapter is elaborately is informing or telling us that by seeing this Leela, that Vishwarupa has taken sannyas because of the instruction of Advaita, and that's why Nityananda Prabhu is also subordinate to Advaita is very unreasonable. So to re-establish that Nityanand and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is beyond all these, and whereas Advaita Acharya is a great Vaishnava, his whole Leela is enacted. Jai Nityananda Gaurachandra Sarana, Jai Jai Nityananda Sahasra Vadana. All gurus to Nityanand, who has taken shelter of Lord Gaurachandra. All gurus to Nityanand, who in his form of Ananta has thousands of heads. Baudadesh Indra Jaya Nityananda Raya, के पाया चैतन्य विने तुम्हार कृपाया. All goes to Nityananda Raya, the Lord of Godadesh, that is Bengal. Who can attain Lord Chaitanya without your mercy? Nityananda Hen Prabhu Haraya Yahar Kothao Jivan Sukhe Nahika Tahar. One who abandons the shelter of Nityananda Prabhu will never achieve happiness in life. Shri Nityananda Prabhu is the presiding Lord of Godadesh. Without his mercy, no one can attain the shelter of Shri Chaitanya's lotus feet. If a living entity is bereft of Shri Nityananda's mercy, he can never achieve happiness in life. So here, by establishing this fact of Nityananda, about Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur is actually saying that Guru is very important in life. So without spiritual master's mercy, we will not be able to get the Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet, shelter of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet. So, हेन दिन हाईवे के चैतन्य निताई देखिबा के परिषद संगे एक थानी. Will that day ever come when I will see Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityanand along with their associates? अमार प्रभुर प्रभु गौरांग सुंदर ए बड़ा भरसा chitte dhariye antar. Shri Gaurasundra is the Lord of my Lord. I always keep this conviction in my heart. Shri Nityananda is always engaged in the service of Shri Gaurasundra. So we know that Nityananda Prabhu is the Sevak Bhagavan, Lord, like Balram. He is a Sevak Bhagavan, whereas uh, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna, Lord Krishna is the Sevya Bhagavan. So, though there is no difference, but for the Leela, all these things are happening. So, therefore, the eternal servant of Sri Nityanand maintain the hope that they will attain the mercy of Sri Gaur Sundara, the Lord of Sri Nityanand. Advaitar Charane Mora Ei Namaskar, Tana Priya Tahe Mati, Rahuk Amar. I pray at the lotus feet of Advaita that my mind may remain fixed on those who are dear to him. May my mind remain fixed at the lotus feet of the actual glorifiers of Sri Advaita Prabhu. I have no relationship with the sinful disciples. Again, now Sri Vrindavan Thakur has come back to that topic that I want my mind to be remain fixed at the lotus feet of those people, those devotees who are actual glorifiers of the Srila Advaita Prabhu, not those who are considering Advaita as the Krishna. So I actually don't have any relationship with those sinful disciples who actually compare or who try to establish Lord or Advaita Prabhu as a Lord Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Chand Jana Vrindavan Dasa Tachu Pad Yuge Gana. So accepting Shri Krishna Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I Vrindavan Das sing the glories of their lotus feet. Thus ends the English translation of the Gaudiya Bhashya commentary on Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Khand Chap, no. 22, entitled Delivering Sachi Devi from Offense and Descriptions of Nityananda's Qualities. Hare Krishna. Any question I will try to explain.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंड प्रणाम। प्रभु जी, ऐसा मतलब हुआ होगा कि सब लोग अद्वैत आचार्यों को भगवान मानते थे, ऐसे हुआ होगा ऐसा, क्योंकि ऐसा करना पड़ा है तो।
नहीं हुआ होगा तो ठीक है माता जी, इसमें लिखा ना वही वर्ष में कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु को पहले से पता था कि देर विल बी सम पीपल who will actually in future try to establish Advaita Prabhu as Lord Krishna, and they will try to degrade Nityananda Prabhu and other Vaishnavas. So to establish this whole thing that Advaita Prabhu is the Mahavaishnava, he is the actually of devotees may he has to be famous as a Mahabhagavata, Mahavaishnava. That's why this Leela has enacted. मतलब इसमें we should not have any doubt, because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was forcing this, that's why he has enacted this Leela. Then why we should have this doubt that हुआ होगा या होगा, होना था या हो रहा होगा, इसीलिए Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he is Trikaldarshi, he can know. So that's why, to avoid this thing in future from that perspective of that time or at that time, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has enacted this Leela, and he, by his example of his mother Shachi, he did this. He taught us, all of us, that we should not actually. This is also considered as a blasphemy if we try to establish any Vaishnava, any devotee as Lord. That's what my understanding is out of this the whole chapter and the verses we read today.
ओके प्रभु जी, थैंक यू सो मच। दंडवत प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we stop here.
प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
Yeah, Mate. Hare Krishna. Okay, we end the class. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।